Good morning, this is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus. I'm going to do a second video today. I might do a third. I have off today because the shop is closed. So G, I'm going to look at G. G. So I know my chords well and I know rhythm. Because you must keep a clock in your head. My hand keeps going. I believe in tapping your foot. So I know chords, I've been playing all my life, but I did things kind of in reverse. So you learn some shapes and you find out if you learn rhythm and shapes, you can perform music. So there are three things that I'm thinking of now, and it is the theory of music, the practice of the theory, so practice, and then performance, actually playing the game. So if you use an analogy of football, say you huddle up and you have a theory of a play, and you figured out the quarterback's going to drop, the receiver's going to go out and cut right, and the second he cuts right, he's to look over his shoulder and the ball is coming. That's a theoretical good play. So the theory, and then you practice. So my three parts of music, the theory of it, the practice of it, and then the performance. So it's game day. You've been practicing a theoretical good play. Now you're going to find out if in real life it works. You're going to perform. So the same thing happens with music. Now you can eliminate certain steps, but you have to practice and you have to have some theoretical thing you're practicing to perform. But you can do limited theory, just learn chords. And if you learn the chords well and get the theory of rhythm, rhythm is a clock. If you get the theory and practice it to the point where you can perform, you don't need to do a lot more theoretical thinking. So you can go your whole life with the practice of shapes. So you can do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can do all the sharps, move everything up a little bit. You can learn songs without understanding the structure of them. But now I'm trying to level up, so I'm watching videos and I'm learning things. So the key of G, the three note or three note per string. I'm working on that and I'm trying to get triads. So I'm trying to memorize the keyboard. I'm using the caged system, C-A-G-E-D, chords that work throughout the neck. The A chord and the G chord are related. A G shape and an A shape, playing the C chord, different positions. That shape looks remarkably similar. The G has that structure in it. The A shape, bar chord, has that structure in it. The D and the C are remarkably similar. Okay. So using the Cage system, learning scales in the key of C. I've learned them in the key of G. Same pattern played throughout. Then the 3-note per string. This is where the L7 thing works. L. And L7 shows you the L shape is the minor chords played on these roots. The A, the B, and the A, B, and E are all minors in the key of G. A minor, B minor, E minor. The majors are the G, C, and D. That's the L7. Fret science is trying to get me to understand that when you hit the B string, right between the G and the B, everything shifts. There's a warp. He uses it to say this is where the warp is. And his theory, he's an electrical engineer. He's got a very sophisticated, structured, orderly mind, unlike me. So he's figured this out. I don't have his theories worked out yet, but he's got a way of trying to memorize the keyboard. So key of G, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's the G, because I remember trying to memorize the keyboard. G, A, B. Now, octaves. E's are the same. E, top and bottom. Now, G also has the great pentatonic scale. I find this practicing the pentatonic scale helpful. Now I feel like I need to learn them in different keys. So I understand what the G pentatonic is. The D pentatonic gets a little funky because you have to go below the nut. So the C chords moved up too. It's a G, a D. That D scale is the one that is the great shape. playing an octave down. This is below the nut. Can't play that note, so you have to play it here. And you only get to play one note on this string, so the pentatonic scale is a little messed up. There are a couple, I think E also does that. The key of E also gets a little funky. You can't play below the nut, you have to make it up. But last but not least, I'm just working on the 3 note per string, 3 NPS. Shapes that look the same on 2 strings. These 2 strings, these 2 strings, these 2 strings. I'm going to try and incorporate this somehow. Because I'm advancing. It is a long, hard struggle. So I'm not an intense practicer, so my practices are short. I spend about an hour a day, and half an hour of that is just me playing the songs that I wrote, so that someday I can perform songs and I will feel so confident that I can play songs that people don't know and they'll say, ah, it's pretty good. This is the goal of all musicians, I think. You can do covers, but I think everyone wants their own soul, their own heart, their own music to come out. So ultimately, this is a channel where you learn to play confidently, because you learn how it works, and then we level up. So we're going to write songs. That's what I want to do. I think I might play some songs, some originals today as well, and record them. So that's it for now.